My water broke around 8 a.m. Wednesday morning. I was in bed, half asleep, but now, wide awake and covered in amniotic fluid, I rolled out of my newly ruined sheets, wishing I'd thought to take the memory foam off before that moment. I tumbled toward the shower and cleaned myself off as best and as fast as I could. Nerves shot through me as I considered the next logical step. I'm not exactly sure what I decided, but whatever it was, I ended up standing naked in the tub with my phone, but not my glasses. I pushed the screen up to my nose to make out the numbers to dial. I called my husband, Jermaine, first. No answer. Oh, deep breath. I told myself this was not a reason to worry. Being in the Army, he didn't have access to his phone at work, but I could call his office at 9 a.m. He was not going to miss this birth. I called my midwife, Donna, next. She was as calm and reassuring as ever. She had some house calls to make, but she would stop by after 10 a.m. to check on me. She told me to go on about my normal day. Let me back up. So, one of my best friends had had a home birth a couple of years before I got pregnant to a 13-pound baby boy. I told her she was brave and I would never, ever do that. But then I watched The Business of Being Born on Netflix. I mean, come on, it's a documentary on the safeness of home birth by Ricky Lake, so you know it's legit. But honestly, the more research I did, the more it just felt like the right thing for me and for my baby. And my husband was on board, so we decided to just go for it. So I tried to do what she said. I tried to go on about my normal day. I made some coffee, I got some cereal, I woke up my 9-year-old Sadie. She said she was not ready to have a baby just yet, but I could tell she was excited. I called all the parents and my best friends, but I still hadn't gotten a hold of Jermaine, and I was starting to panic. Luckily, he left his phone roster, the names and number of all the people in his company on his dresser that morning. I scanned the list for a name I recognized. Daniel. I'd met him at Jermaine's AIT. I dialed, hopefully. Hello? Hi, is this Daniel? This is Walker's wife. Oh, hi, how are you doing? I'm okay. My water just broke. Oh, shit. As it turned out, Jermaine and the rest of his company were at a change of command ceremony. Daniel had to drive over and physically go get him. When Jermaine finally called me, he was out of breath, apparently when they told him he'd just run away in a panic. The rest of the day passed uneventfully. I lit the amber vanilla candle that I'd been saving for Brooklyn's birth. Donna came and checked my cervix. I was at 3 centimeters. The examination was excruciating and it scared the fuck out of me. How the hell was I going to survive a baby coming out of there? I was an emotional wreck. I didn't feel ready, but I just wanted it to be over. Donna said that 90% of moms go into labor 24 hours after their water breaks. I woke up Thursday morning with a sigh. I guess I was in the lucky 10%. Donna wasn't worried about the water loss. There was more surrounding him and he made more all the time, but I couldn't shake my nerves. Was he ready? Was he safe? Donna made me Skype her. She has such a calming presence. She told me to get out my breast pump, a labor stimulator, and she promised to bring by a herb mixture called black and blue cohosh to encourage contractions. Awful stuff. It tastes like liquid dirt, but damn, it works. Labor officially got kicking around 1 p.m. Donna and her assistant Karen arrived at 2. I was already tired. I told Donna I was having some back pain. Yep, those are probably contractions. In my back? Awesome. They heated up the water for the pool that they put in my living room. I took a hot shower and mentally and emotionally prepared to give birth. We passed the time in between contractions swapping life stories. Donna bought us Boston Market because you need carbs and protein if you're going to give birth. She checked me again at 8 p.m. We were all disappointed to discover that I was not yet at 6 centimeters. By the way, the goal is to get to 10, and it usually happens a lot faster than this. She gave me two options. First, we could do some hardcore moving, squatting, really try to get things going, or I could take a shot of vodka and a Benadryl. It would slow down the contractions, but make them more effective. We could all try to get some sleep and hope it kicked me into transition. You can probably guess which one I chose. It was so hot in bed. They placed ice cold washcloths on my neck and forehead. Jermaine lay behind me. With each contraction, I'd have him do the twisty thingies, applying pressure on the sides of my lower back and twisting up with his palm to relieve some of the pain. We'd fall asleep in between contractions. It was a strange combination of exhaustion and rest. At some point, he started asking me if I wanted him to get Donna. I knew the contractions were getting stronger, but because I was falling asleep in between, I had no idea that they were now roughly 2 minutes apart. Donna had gone to rest with our 9-year-old, Sadie, in her room, which meant she got absolutely zero sleep. Sadie had tried to stay out of our way most of the time watching TV, but I knew she was so excited to have a baby brother that she would never sleep. They reheated the water for the pool, and Donna checked my cervix. I screamed in the agony of back contractions and a fist inside of me. "You're at 8 centimeters!" I was not as excited as she was. While the water cooked, Jermaine helped me get through more contractions in bed. He never complained. He never took a break. He simply and silently did what I needed. When the water was ready, I got back in the pool, and he rushed around relighting the candle and finding music to play and then getting in the pool himself because I needed him to do the twisty thingies. We both hoped that it would be over soon. 3 hours later, my contractions were at less than a minute apart. My son was a stargazing baby, which meant he was upside down, which is good, but his face was forward and the back of his head was right up against my pelvic bone. It hurt too much to push. I felt physically unable for the first hour. Donna urged me to do my contractions in a standing squat position. I told her I did not want to, but I did it anyway. My legs shook and I focused on controlling my breath. But even with the squats, I couldn't get him to crown or to get his head to come to the end of the tunnel. She told me to get out of the pool. On the birth stool in my room, he finally crowned, and I felt what they call the burning ring of fire. And then with my son's head positioned in an upside down crown, she wanted me to get back into the pool. In the pool, on the birth stool, I felt that burning ring 3 fucking times, and each time my son's head would pop back into my uterus. I don't know how I coaxed him into staying. I don't think either one of us liked the feeling. I thought the flames would subside once we started to get the process going, but then I felt his facial features. "Brandy, reach down and pull out your baby." I can't, I don't have the strength. At some point in the madness, they called Sadie to watch. Donna pulled out my baby and placed him on my chest. As I held him tight, I heard Jermaine sobbing behind me. Sadie ran to get the phone. At 4 a.m., almost 48 hours after my water broke, Sadie called my family and friends to announce the birth of Brooklyn Corey Walker. Somehow they got us, out of the pool and into the bed. Sadie cut the cord, and Donna gave her a tutorial on the significance and non-yuckiness of the placenta. As we rested, Donna and Karen got to work cleaning up. I don't think they left before 7 a.m. I was slightly afraid to fall asleep, afraid this nightmare turned dream would fade if I did, but sleep eventually found me, and when I woke up later that morning, I was still the proud mom of an 8-pound, 20-inch baby boy. Thank you.